Starting a business is easy, but scaling it is the hard part. When I was a sophomore in college, my fall semester, I started a digital marketing company called Terus Digital Media. It was a social media marketing company, and I ran it for about 13 months. I was able to sign two clients. However, I made no profit, and I actually ended up breaking even. And I lost the two clients as well. It taught me many lessons, but one of the biggest lessons that it taught me is the fact that it is easy to start a business. It was easy to start the digital marketing company. All I had to do was learn what social media marketing was, learn a few sales skills, which I had from selling knives when I was 17. I had to figure out how to create a good pitch, a good offer, and find the people to do the work. So to start the actual digital marketing company that I had, it took me about 4 or 5 weeks. But I ran it for about 11 or 12 months after that, and I made no profit, which comes to prove the point that I'm trying to make, which is that it's easy to find a problem in society and try to propose a solution for it. And you can have a million great ideas of all the amazing things that you want to do and start companies out of. But if you don't have a systematic way to scale that company, then what's the point of even starting it? So when you go about starting your own business or starting your own company, make sure you know how you're going to scale that company. Because you can start the company. I mean, if you want to be a growth, a growth operator, right? And you want to just create paid communities for creators, then yeah, maybe you don't have to know how to scale, right? Because you just have to find one creator and make a bunch of money out of him. But this is for the people who want to start their own business, right? Not just to be a freelancer, but to actually start a structured company and a structured agency or a structured business. You need to know how to scale it. You have to have a way to expand your customer bases, right? You have to have a way to target many people. You don't have to target many people if your ticket is high. But usually if you're starting a company without previous experience like me, it's going to be a bit more difficult to start a high ticket company, right? Charging clients tens of thousands of dollars for something that you have no experience in. That's a bit difficult. So if you're starting a company, an agency, or a business, you're most likely going to start in a medium to low ticket business. So having a large population is important, especially if it's your first business, right? Don't restrict yourself to a small audience when you don't have the skills necessary to scale a business. So you have to make sure you can expand the customer bases, and you have to make sure that you can delegate the work, right? So I own a branding company. I help cosmetic and wellness clinics make more money, increase their revenue, and improve their brand, improve their online professional presence. So in order for me to fulfill my service, I need to do various things, right? I'm not going to give you all my business plan, but I need to do many things to be able to service my customers. With that being said, when you want to scale a business, you have to have a large audience, many people to be able to target, but you also need to have a way to delegate the work because you're probably not going to be able to single-handedly service all of the clients. You're going to need a team. You're going to need skills on hiring that team, and you're going to have to hire them, train them, and do the work. When you're starting a business, audience and niche are the most important things. What are you doing and who are you doing it for? You want to start your business as a single man, solo entrepreneur, and do everything yourself. Learn all the ins and outs, and then you can do hiring. For the first 1 to 5 clients, you probably won't need a whole full deck of full-time media buyers or content creators to do all your business work. But when you start to scale, you will, which is why it's very important. And this is one of the mistakes that I made, right? When I first started my first digital marketing company, I tried to delegate all the work from the start. Like from the first client, I was giving the workload to a freelancer. Awful decision. When you're starting a company, do your own work yourself for the first few clients so you know what it takes and so you know what it's like. And then when you hire people, you're going to be able to look for the characteristics that you needed to fulfill the service. You can look for those same traits in the people that you hire. So you're able to make smarter hiring decisions and you're able to build a better team. I have some notes. Have a good audience, have a good team, and last but not least, investing. A lot of entrepreneurs start a business and they begin making money after the first month. Like after the first client, you're cashing out and you're taking your girl out to Red Lobster. Why? You're probably making like what, $1,000 a month and you're gonna cash that out? I think one of the best things that a new business owner can do, especially if you're starting a company and still if you're starting an agency, is to reinvest all profits for the first few months to a year. If you reinvest all of your profits for the first few months, you are going to significantly scale your company. It took us, me and my partner, 6 months to scale from 0 to 6 figures in revenue. And then it took us about a month and a half to go from 6 figures to multi-6 figures in revenue. And the reason we were able to grow at such a rapid pace is because me and my partner haven't profited a single dollar. We're making multi-6 figure dollars in revenue and we're not profiting a single dollar because we are reinvesting everything. And we plan on reinvesting everything until our first paycheck is gonna be like $20,000. Like, doesn't that sound amazing? Why cash out for $1,000 3 months into your business when you can sacrifice a little bit, cash out in the 8th month, and make your first pay be like 20 G's? Like, that is such a good deal, which is why it's incredibly important to reinvest in order to scale. So to finish it off, summary. Starting a business is easy, but scaling it is the hard part. So there's 3 things that come when it comes into scaling. First of all is your customers. How big is your population? If you're starting a business for the first time, or even if you're still like a rookie or intermediate, you're probably going to be in a low to medium ticket. If you're starting a high ticket business, then yes, the population can be small. Most likely though, it's probably going to be a low to medium ticket service, so you need to have a large population. You need to have a good niche and a good solution. Hiring, so you need to have a good team. Even if it means you having to cut even lower on your profits, it's incredibly important to have a good team because your service delivery is the backbone to your business. So make sure you have good service delivery. And last but not least, investing in your business. I started my business with $0 in upfront costs. Yet, for the last 7.5 months, I've been reinvesting every single dollar into the business every week, every month. Reinvest your money. Don't profit the first few months. Just put it all back into the business, grow it. And in my personal opinion, you shouldn't pay yourself until you have the ability to pay yourself at least $10,000. Once you're in a position where you can realistically say, look, majority of my work is delegated and I can pay myself out $10,000 per month, then you should pay yourself out. Until then, reinvest all of it. Good audience, good team, reinvest everything. And you're going to have a successful business. Deuces.